Hello, welcome to the stream. Playing some Minecraft to try and get some base building done. I haven't streamed in a bit, so there's some differences. It was just this circle I was putting the walls around, and I've added this thing. As you can tell, it's not finished. But yeah, started with it. Yeah, basically my idea for this is to turn this entire thing into like a magical academy kind of thing, sort of a like Hogwartsy, not Hogwarts. The one I'm actually basing it off is the college. I think it's called the College of Magicians from the Rift War saga, um, which is a lot of sort of towers, like meant to be very isolated. Um, yeah, that's the sort of vibe I'm going for. And I do want it from this side actually. I'm very much just trying to sort of place down bulk blocks at the moment, just to make sure that I've got something down, and then I can come back and texture it and make it look nicer later on. I will get up one of my reference images. I went to Devon in the last week, so there's a lot of cliffs. I took pictures of some of them to, yeah, like I say, to use as reference for this base because it is very cliffy. Oh, lag spike. I should just get my chat up. I just I don't have that. I didn't have it yesterday either. But didn't really matter yesterday. So, oh well. There we go. Internet looks like it's being a little bit slow, so maybe Minecraft wasn't the best choice, but we're here. I will be streaming some Hades 2 soon. I want to get a little bit better at it before I start streaming, because it just feels like it makes sense. Actually, if it gets to here, I can then drop it on this part. Yeah, Devon was nice though, a lot of walking, so I'm glad to not be walking at the moment. It was a fun time, but I'm not an athletic person, so a lot of walking was good for my weight loss. I despite being on holiday and eating absolute shit for a week, I actually lost weight, so could definitely be more annoyed regarding that. This bot's gonna have to get fatter as it goes around, isn't it? Yeah. Gonna fill this part back in for now because it's not really something that's gonna stay where it is, so bring this up like there. Gonna want to sort of flatten this side out and have it probably reach there. It's like a decent length for it, I think. That look alright? So from there round, maybe a little bit further, sort of link it from there round to this part. Let's start, because it's the easiest way I can think of doing it. Just marking off, where did I say it was going to link to? thinking to like here. And then go up, and I've said I wanted to go from that sort of area and in a slightly circular shape, probably a little bit larger that side. There we go. Yeah, that looks alright. Not perfect, but I'm not going for perfect. It's meant to look reasonably organic, which I struggle with. Oh. I'm very glad I did the path how I did though with the netherrack. It's giving me a really good like solid building point, like a point to work from. It's really basically I want these like little cliff parts to look taller because it's just very short at the moment. It looks kind of stumpy. I went, oh, I can just lower the cliff in towards it, and then it'll be taller. Sort of superficially without having to actually raise anything, just lower the bits around it. Pardon me. Back to trying to drink squash. I've got like a 2 litre bottle I'm trying to get through each day because hydration. Ooh. Sometimes I just realise how similar the texture for dirt and gravel are. Like you sort of see in a certain light, especially with the shaders on it, just looks like gravel, but brown, obviously. Most people are focused on the little grey bits in it. It might just be me. Being stupid. I think I could probably do parts of this 2D, but I don't want it to look really sort of jagged. So like if it does, you're not actually going to be able to see the extra height of it. I'd have to do it right at the beginning, I guess, to make it actually visible. I had to go back to the mining dimension to grab some more dirt a little while ago. Also had to go to the back to my old base to grab granite, andesite rather. I'd like to start sort of flatten this part out as well now. Probably just bring it up to like there. Then leave the rest of it. This part, I'll get back to it in a bit and I can see what I think I'll need to do. I don't want to make too many decisions on that part because I feel like it will end up just looking sort of a bit rounded, which isn't really what I'm going for. You know, if I just quickly, how much of this do I have? 2,000. Let's just bring it down a bit. If I can do like that, that should help me sort of get a better idea of how it's going. Yeah, I think down this part is going to look nice and tall, which is nice. Then down this side it's still not going to look particularly tall, but that's fine. I think I actually cut it off here because you can't even see over the edge of it anymore. I'll do one more later. I mean, that was definitely slightly quicker, so I can just place multiple blocks at a time. So by cutting off, there was such a small amount actually left to do that it didn't really make sense to try cutting it off at that point. So as it gets bigger again here, I can continue to make it go lower. I need a jetpack that's not quite so... Ooh, actually, I need to charge my jetpack. That will be helpful. While I was gathering andesite, I ended up with some weird blocks. I don't know how much of this. It sounds like it's done. Why has it stopped? Output. Is this guy's input set correctly? No. There we go. There's no fuel input on the left. I don't know why that would have happened, but either way. I did a bit more with Apotheosis with gems specifically, so I've got a perfect gem of the Incandescent Inferno. I probably only want one of them, will be for my Silk Touch pick, because +4 levels of efficiency is just kind of insane. So the 4 that I want on this are the Inferno one, the Ender one, and then the 2 has already got the just extra mining speed. Because the... Actually, I don't know if I don't care about the Ender one on this, because I'll just give it like an extra 2 levels of efficiency, which I think it's going to insta-mine just about anything with efficiency. What, it's on 10 or 6 already, so efficiency 10. If I can get a tome, then 11. Is that right? I was on efficiency 8 already, and I didn't even use a tome, so I need, like, this one can still go higher anyway. So I can get that up to efficiency 13-ish, I think. So it's not going to need the other one. Maybe auto... I don't really like auto smelting. I'm going to collect like cobblestone and stuff, and it's just going to be weird. Let's look at mining tools and see if there's anything that would actually be helpful on it. That did a mining tools thing. L block reach. Oh, I don't hate going for some extra block reach on it. Again, none there. None there. None. Breaking copper ore has a 15% chance. I guess you can do a royal family one on it, but I'm not breaking copper ore. It doesn't freaking matter. No tools. This is indestructible, so it's not taking any durability damage. I mean, if I can put 2 of these on it, then maybe. But I don't think it makes any difference. It's already got one of them. It's already got one of them. Yeah, maybe just 3. I don't think it needs the 4th. The one with Fortune on it, though, will have the one that improves the Ender Gem and the Inferno Gem, because it's going to be insta-mine anything with Fortune, whatever level it is. Yeah, obviously I've put some grass on parts if I didn't have actual grass blocks, and I can be able to go and try and make it all out of actual grass. So I put some bits of grass down and it can grow as I continue to build. That seems like the easiest way of doing it. I really want this to be 2. Oop. Come on, buddies. Wait. Don't hit me. I got a bundle. Kind of cool. Didn't even know they dropped them. They're getting there. It's a little bit laggy today, which I'm not a fan of. So I want to drop down a little bit. There we go. Didn't like that. Looked too blocky. Same as that one. I know it's Minecraft, it's meant to look blocky, but it's still. Anyway. Yeah, I'm liking these though. I know this one looks a bit too bricky. I might change out for a different block. Might just kind of put something in there for now, just to make sure that I have it built. Seems like the netherrack won't be staying for the path. Like that's not the plan. Sometimes just having a placeholder block allows you to see things a little bit clearer. What you're actually trying to do. Trying to fly backwards only is very weird, but it does help. I've done that really weirdly, haven't I? Oh well. We are nearly done with this section. It's a weird one because I was like, oh, I've done this part, and then I was like, it doesn't look right, so I'm going to change it. Like, hang on. More work. I think this is where I just link it all up now anyway. That's actually kind of fine. That one. There we go. Oh, oh, that's good to know. If I stand in the area, it doesn't matter, and I will actually lower it one more as it gets to this point, because wrong button. Move that one, and then there, something like that. And that looks more impressive at the very least. The walls look more substantial than they did. Because I'd say the first wall was, instead of being where it was here. So it was, let's just change block to show you what I mean. Go netherrack, I guess. Yeah, it was missing 2 blocks from parts of it. Been even more at the beginning because it's even taller there, so we're missing 4 or 5 blocks at some points. So glad that I've managed to get this just like a bit taller, 2 to 4 blocks, let's say, out throughout it. And this one's actually slightly weird. I know it does the same thing over this side where the dirt sort of links up, because it's still got this overhang, which I do want to do something with a bit more with, but I'll have a look into that later on. Let's just connect all this up quick. Not going to look amazing, but it doesn't have to. Cool, so we have the path that leads up to it now, quite comfortably. Hey, I'm good, how are you? Okay, as you look over the edges, it looks more substantial as well. It looks like, realistically, in Minecraft it doesn't look that tall because you can nerd pole. But if you were an actual person, you were looking up something like that, like, yeah, I'm not climbing, that's just not happening. And that's kind of what I want. You have to follow the path around. There's also going to be, probably here, there'll be like a big tower and a small tower to make a little, like, gate, like, part you have to check through. And the wall will continue up to sort of here, like a little man-made thing. And then there'll probably be another tower sort of here, just like a lookout one. Probably another one this sort of area as well for the same reason. And again, I say about the wall, it's weird because you sort of get to this point and it looks awful, but don't worry about that. It's going to be another point of sheer cliff where you can't really do anything, so it doesn't really need to be as impressive. What's the normal block? It's actually cobblestone. Oh, it's more trodden andesite. That's great. I do like the trodden andesite. It's not bad. It's just one I have significantly less of. What's happening? Oh, right, I have to put that in first. There we go. That should help a bit. Just over 5,000 of it. So, I've actually already done the cobblestone part as that and the cobblestone bricks, which I do want to swap out for something else. I'm going to have to swap out for something else, really. Let's go back to that same table and take out some cobblestone. Put the cobblestone in here and let's see what else we can do that's less bricky. Eroded cobblestone? Not a fan of that. There's sanded cobblestone. I don't hate that one, actually. That could be alright. So just going for ones that look a bit more natural, less bricky, and that's definitely one. I like the prismal bricked ones. It's actually a really interesting thing to have. Trodden cobblestone, I don't hate either. Makes it look a bit more sort of bitty and broken up. I think the sanded does that slightly better. I'll make one of those. And one of those. Is there a third one I wanted to try out? Probably the eroded, right? But I don't really like that one, so go for weathered. No, looks too clean. Same as that one. If anything like connected textures, that would be a big game changer, but like cobbled cobblestone. We'll try that one as well. Then we can make a bunch more of whichever one wins, quote unquote. I reloaded my shaders. That actually seems to have helped quite a bit with the lag issues I was having. Bam. That was annoying. Have I got like a big thing of cobblestone there? Oh, because this is actually the cobblestone layer. I was just being really dumb for a second there. I accidentally reloaded the shaders again. And that's something. Cool. So I think that one's a bit too similar to the andesite, not quite similar enough to the cobblestone, maybe? It's actually quite a nice sort of in-betweeny one. Then there's the trodden, which I think is actually slightly darker than the cobblestone. I think, again, looks too close to the cobblestone, weirdly not similar enough to the andesite, considering it's the same texture. And if that one doesn't, then the cobblestone's definitely not going to. We'll have a look anyway. Yeah, it's just sort of cobbled deep slate, but slightly less dark. I think we go for the sanded one, which is actually surprising. I didn't think it looked as good in the table. So, cool. Glad I checked, because I probably wouldn't have gone for the one that I think actually looks the nicest. My boat's still in here, forgot about that. But I came here on before I had jetpack. It's really funny, I only got the jetpack to go to the Ocean Monument, and I literally got like 3 things from it and then never went back. I'm like, yeah. I think I could probably use calcite for the next couple layers. If I wanted to go even lighter, I could use there's probably like a cobbled calcite or something. I think would probably look really nice. Or quartz, but that sounds like a pain to gather, so probably not that. So yeah, I'm going to need to start connecting it from here. Probably, let's do like a quick layout of how it'll probably look. Probably, it's 4 blocks, isn't it? I guess I'll probably do the 2, then 2. Then 1, then 1. Was it meant to be 5 blocks? I think it's fine. I can break this up by 1 more. Yeah, that's fine. Then this can just sort of move out an extra block or 2 to connect. Actually, it needs to move out the extra. I think it can move out further. What I was trying to say there. Then it looks more. There, curves better. Cool. So I'll get 100 sanded cobblestone. I'm glad I placed some down because it's going to make it significantly easier for me in a second. For now, I want more coal. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need to make. I remember where the sand one is, it would make my life so much easier having to search for it, but... We'll do 1 more, and then if I need more, I can come back and grab it. Try and save some blocks. Let's remove the unnecessary ones I was only using to place ones I actually care about. And like I said, this is obviously not going to be permanent. I want to place in bulk things, and then I can make it look nicer afterwards. That actually carries on for a little bit, so we can bump, 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 bump. And then so 1, God damn it. Did my loot always? Oh no, there's what's it got on it now? Looting 8, and I've got a hat that gives me an extra level of looting. So looting 9, I'm up to. Would like to get a little bit higher, but we can do that. No, I might place that one. Only question is it's actually steep enough to do stair-like. I guess it's not going to be something at this point, but it's going to be steeper, which is what I actually care about. So no, that's fine. I'll try to think it comes up really steep and then sort of going back being steep. You can't. I get a picture of some clips on my phone to make sure like I'm doing roughly what I was thinking. At least I'm not going to get it exact because I don't. I'm not going to. Like the one you need to meter blocks instead of actual ground, which is considerably more. This kind of does it. It goes up and then comes back in. Hey, Gabby, how you doing? best pictures I've got? Maybe. So the mod pack's called All the Mods Design. There's one I get back on, which is very helpful. The right my hand is building one, so if I want to place, instead of just placing one of these blocks, I can just do that. It places as many as it can, basically. You know what? That's fine. Not sure what I was trying to do, but we'll deal with it. It's yeah, the dungeon I have to go to the quest log. Go to the quest area. You get the main part, which is obviously the fight the warden with an ender dragon. Just haven't done. I very much could, but I thought things probably scarier than the ender dragon. But I can't be more to go to the end yet. I need to get some stuff from the main window, which is Apotheosis. You get these light crystals that you can attach to your gear. So if I look at my pickaxe, it's got one that gives it plus 50% mining speed and one that gives it plus 45% mining speed. That kind of thing. I think it actually helps out a lot, yeah. An extra block to get back to it. Just like, let's say, up a bit. Definitely further than the bricks, looks much more level. So I say, well, I think there are actually more, most the same bricks I haven't removed. I will have to come back around to do that as well. I still got another brick underwater, but you can't really see it, and right here, look at that badge, more sort of water polish. Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to make a base. I want to build this big sort of tower, like tower covered island that's sort of secured and sort of locked away looking. But I like doing big builds in Minecraft, just trying to make the much of the time, also the effort to do so isn't the easiest. These ones are really flat. It doesn't actually look as bad. I think the texturing on them helps, but they do look a bit flat still. My boots have like step height plus 3, so I can have like 4 blocks at a time now, which I think it's 4 at a time. No, it is 3 at a time I can do, but sometimes it's very annoying when I sort of like just walk over and fall up. I did that the other actually exactly how it feels falling up them. Wrong item. Yeah, I kind of wanted to keep building, so I could stream this. I do need to go back to streaming One Piece, but I'm just struggling to find the motivation for it at the moment. I'll get there. I'll get back to it. But for now, Minecraft, Pokemon, and sorry, that's it. I need to re-download Arena Hell because my hard drive held on some really weird for some reason. So I need to bought a new one, but I need to re-download it. What I want to do is go round and either decide it's going to be flat or not. And then I can try to build back down from it afterwards. Seems like as good a way of doing it as any. Really down from the top, so I should keep close to what I wanted to do if I go back to that. Yeah, tedious doing this kind of thing. The big base takes a lot of blocks, so I might break up and try to do something else a bit, but no. I really want to get this finished, so I do just want to continue with it. That'll do. grass on the bottom, there's grass on the side of these, probably some vines, like some foliage on the sides of the cliff. Keep not clicking now, I keep like 7 or 8, and sort of like moving my hand over. So if you notice the hotbar looks weird as I'm doing things, it's because I'm done. And that's the general reason. So I keep thinking, hello, something. Thank you for the follow. This wasn't on my screen, I was like, what was that? Follow, thank you. Just shut my front. Yeah, it's been. I think I grabbed this side. Well, that's upsetting. I always hadn't realised that there was actually a repeated message. So, it's quite funny. The same zip twice. Maybe a lot of people, I think I was over the stream by viewers and viewers that bots. It's like, I mean, being a pessimist and not wanting to sort of get my hopes up about something, but. So, like backwards. I'm on there and I just do that yet too, except I'm not looking at the red number, actually also just click randomly until I find it, or don't find it, I guess, but I won't know until I do find it. I'm saying like I don't find it, sometimes I do. What time is it? It's a message something. Half an hour ago. Excuse me. I'm going to charge my backpack. I check back into a backpack. Pretty much not what it is. Oh, I don't really care about sleeping, so the only reason I care about sleeping is to get rid of them before they show up. Well, too late for that. Oh. God damn it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just trying to think where I want to actually link up to, because I'm going to link probably from like here. I want to link back down. I mean, it's going to be really flat, but that's kind of fine. Very talented fella. Then again, let's go sort of that height. If I can connect this layer. So I can just link this up to that. Again, fill in the bottom layer with this. I'm being really quiet. I'm focusing on stuff and I don't want to like make mistakes, because that's just going to cost me so much more time and effort that I don't really want to have to expend. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we see what's happening. Because like diagonal connection, it was being weird about it filling in the final one. Cool. actually quite happy with this. It's easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's like easy, but easier than I anticipated, which I'll take. Because then all this part can be filled with there are more. Hello. Oh, no. There's been on. See, is can somebody else just something back in towards it to make it A, look taller, and B, make it actually more structural and like harder to just walk into. Cool. And there'll be others. If I sort of dip down into this, we're gonna this part might have to dip down. If I'm gonna need this wall around, that's fine. I'm gonna need the wall around this part and have like this little grassy verge. Fine. And if you just fell off, that would have been annoying. Wouldn't have been that big of an issue, but it would have been annoying. Take that off. Maybe flattening a little bit. Okay. Maybe I haven't actually seen it. I'll say that before I say anything else about it, because this is very much a from what I have seen, which is the interview of, I can't remember her name. Fiona Harvey, was that her name? Something like that. The fact that she's had like interviews and something like meet and greets and stuff, like she's a literal stalker. Like, how we got yeah, stalkers have some meet and greets. But I should like some way, basically some kind of like, that seems unsafe and unwise. I'm confused. Like, very confused. I do not understand even a little bit why people be like, yeah, that seems like a good and fun and safe idea, because it's not. Generally, with somebody being labeled a stalker and had a full TV show made, I'm imagining they wouldn't have just made it. It was one guy being like, yeah, this is what I think. It's like saying it's a true story. They would have verified some level of facts on it, I assume. So, like, just weird. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. And I can ignore all this part for ages. It gets back to here. Remember this, I've got 5,000 something. Sick. We can continue with the wall. It's going to be nice. Spoke to them. But I think I could build one layer and one to do the block of it. And we'll just continue up to that point, and then we'll continue all the way around. I think I can get to that point, and the garage can connect from like, up around here, maybe. I'll do it all the way around. I don't know why I find it so difficult to stay one away from the edge. Like that, then again, it's like, that's not. That was actually a misclick. I'm not as annoyed at myself for that one. Taking that one off because it didn't look right. I actually tried to do this the first time. Huh. I need to double check if this is actually what I was using, because it should be what I was using, because it matches up with the wall, which is really nice. For some reason, I think it was probably the first one and second one using this stuff. I should do it on one side or something, right? Makes sense. It's not the same striations. And now I've been watching Man, and that's my entire knowledge of geology, if I'm honest. And he's not a geologist, he's an archaeologist. So, that's an important distinction to be made. Now something. Alright, yeah. Nice. Well, I have to be incredibly sure I'm inverted a little bit. Damn it. Oh, actually, this is fine. This is the thing that you actually start in, because then the idea that I've had is there'll be like a little platform that will bring you up to this point, and then you start walking along. Make it. Didn't look right. It wasn't right. to like nerf if I do that many jetpack die. See, let it like I'm doing it on purpose. If I forget to, I don't realise how low it's gone. I need to set up a thing to upgrade my power generator as well because I'm only on Niotic and I can get to the next level. So I'll try. I can't remember what it's called, mind, but you know. Niotic crystal is used to make the next level up from that. The Niotic fastest for the next level. Am I being really silly? I think I'm being really silly. Yeah, I am. Oh, okay, it'll be from this one. Yeah, so it's the spirited that I need. So I need use the energizing thing. It's an emerald. So I'm gonna need. I'm trying to remember how many it is. How many emeralds I'm actually gonna need for it. I'm gonna need for cables. I'll probably need some, but the main thing I need is just for the magmators. Magma. Yeah. Yeah, that is right. So I'm gonna need 5 for each, and I've got 8 of them, so that's 40. Plus another 8 for each, so 8 plus 5 brain work times 8 is 104. So I'm going to need 104 spirited crystals, which isn't that bad. Stack and a half-ish, is that right? 64 plus 32 is 106? No, 96, so just over a stack and a half. Yeah, I'm going to need that. No, I want to do the next level after that. I can't remember what it is. That's probably the easiest way to look, isn't it? Because after that will be Spirited, and there's Nitro, which I'm going to need. Blaze, yeah. Nether Stars, 2 blocks of redstone, a block of blazing crystal. And again, I'll need 104 of them just for power generation. I'll probably try and make more. If I say my goal's 200, 200 divided by 16, so let's say 13 times we need, so it's 13. That's kind of annoying. So each other out. See, most of them as well. Yeah, they are. Okay. I don't know if this is I think it is, yeah. So, I said 13 nether stars. Oh wait, does it need 2? Check a generator. No, it still only needs 1, that's fine. I thought it needed 2 of them, so I was like, Jesus. So that's still just going to need... Oh, it actually doesn't even need 8. It only needs 1. So, what, 9? 9 for each? So, again, 9 times 8 is 72. So we'll say 150 instead, or 160, we just need 10. 10 nether stars. Oh. Clicks it too many times. Twice that many blocks of redstone, so 20, and 10 blocks of blazing crystal. 10 nether stars, 20 redstone blocks, 10 blazing crystal blocks. That's the thing I've just realised. So it's the blazing crystal blocks. There you go. Just 9 shots of blazing crystal. Oh, can you do it as a block? Okay, yeah. Blaze mesh. Okay. So that's fine, but I'm still going to need 9 times it. So 9 times 10, so I'm going to need 90 blaze rods. Right, I'll put the X in there, because I've got anything else, it's actually thrown off the being just 2 lines. 104 emerald. I think that's just what I need for that so far. Keep that on me because easier. Put it in a backpack. Actually was this, which I back with. I could do something out of this sanded cobblestone instead. I think it's called Strange. I said that earlier. I'm pretty sure we up to this point, which is actually like everything's at top 2. I don't hate doing it though, especially from the entire thing here. I won't do it yet. I might do it later on. I think realistically, you're really gonna like actually see from that exact angle. Oh yeah, I haven't actually finished going around and filling all that in either. Let's do that. You can't tell I get sidetracked really easily. I got this far I was doing earlier before going, hang on, I have a wand. Let's do it the way that makes sense, rather than the way that doesn't. Is that all of it? Technically no, but how much more have we got? That's like 3,000, that's actually fine. I don't know, it looks really flat, and that's why I then go back over the outside of it and stop it looking flat. Go around. I don't want that actually going around and go over. I did like a little bit. It's just on the actual bottom part right here, which something here. Nope. I was looking at the wrong dot, kind of way. No, I had like the same number. Made almost no difference. Hi Daisy, thanks for the follow. How are you doing? Terrified of instantly seeing a message that's clearly come from a bot. But that's how it sometimes. Who knows, maybe it'll be smarter and do at least a funny message or something, I don't know. Or not be a bot. If you're not a bot, apologies for assuming you're going to be. I've had far too many bots recently. I've been on for like a weekend. My first. I don't know if the ones from Mikkel or Ali, RV Gabby. I don't know how that's meant to be said, so I'm having to guess a little bit. Okay, so. Imagine one from, again, I'm guessing I pronounce it RV Gabby. I'm assuming that was actually a person, but just like a mod rather than just like content or stream showing they can actually see what's happening. Tends to mean they're a person, which is a good sign. Oh, this is a nice chunky area to build some stuff. I do like finding some a lot of chunky. There's going to be an area that's not flat, which is really nice. I'm assuming we actually want one to come in there specifically because and that top one has something to actually rest on. Ooh, the last bike. There we go. I'm going to say that's it, but no, it's not. There's plenty more. Is there? Oh, yeah, the others just look weird. That's right, yeah, it is. That looking quite flat. Let's just. That's a bit better. It's a little bit flat, to be honest. So we get to see the part behind it. That'd be nice. Clean there as well, so that's Yeah, that's much better. And trying to make it look a little bit less neat. Cool. Yeah, that makes some bricks. Thank you for the follow. I'll make sure I place all these parts with the right block. I don't know why I'm doing it. So, I'll do it here. There you go. These bricks add up. I'm going to take those and keep it something. I love playing some Minecraft. Try to make my base. When I'm flying, I'm not being creative. I want to clarify that because if I don't have one thing on my inventory is just infinite number of blocks and I'm flying, it'll be a fair assumption that I'm creative, but I'm not because of mods. Yeah, I think it looks nicer after you need lights a lot. That's what it's meant to be in the first place. So it went so light as it went up, whereas it didn't. Weirdly, I think the andesite, and this might actually go the wrong way around, I think this might actually be slightly lighter than the andesite. Maybe it's fine. I think they're very close. Missing more? No. Oh, good. I've missed a bunch, I don't know. Maybe lucky now. That's only works with one block actually, so breaking the zone. So I think it's only one, probably not an issue. In terms of how it looks, at least it's significant in terms of like time. So like saying controls Minecraft is like 11. So something like I said, control me, that's not one pickaxe in slot 2. Usually it's instead shovel then hoe, but I don't usually carry them around. Food will usually be a number 9. Like, so when I'm in a mod pack and it's all like, oh no, you can't just put more things, it's very difficult. How list those? I will go in. Food number 9, bow number 8. I think playing Minecraft games to make sure I knew exactly where every like tool and weapon was. So people do it in Fortnite. You don't think like this is where my shotgun is, this is where my that kind of thing to make it easier. So it's muscle memory. Oh, it's I redid it fine. Cool. I'll continue trying to do this later on. I just don't know right now because okay, fine. There's a bit around here. I think maybe trying to Santa Claus should be the other way around, but I don't care anymore. I'm not undoing 2 layers. I've done that once and no, not again. It was not a fun time, believe it or not. Alright, this is headed up to the command signs. I need to worry about it on the other side. So I need to take that the other way around the end. Hello, you alright? I was trying to figure out if you were saying howdy or saw me streaming One Piece at some point. I'm saying howdy, howdy, yeah. How you doing? Actually, not difficult, it's always going to be much less area that it takes up, so. Actually, not doing pointless. Because I do want to this all around first, so we'll do that real quick. Basically flat, so I'm connecting up the middle then. You want to make it look not like a flat wall because this is yeah. I think I could bring it around a bit more now. That's what I should do, actually, isn't it? Should so I can speed the path I actually want it to be all the way around anyway. Cool. Oh, the path I want to stay, and then everything else can sort of go. I can sort of come back up like that. Okay. do this round instead of just in a straight line, which should look significantly better. I don't know why they're doing that stuff. It's not really to be. Yeah, press it. Sorry, yes. Nope. I don't know what I looked at that. How do you change aura stuff? That's not what I want. Okay, it's just stopped. I would like to put dirt. Yeah, with this part, I definitely want to change. Like I say, for now, I don't care. I've just replaced placeholder block. It should be pretty easy to build back in at a later date. With correct, I keep saying striations. If it isn't correct, somebody please correct me, because I should just Google it. I really do. Striations. Yeah, we're saying the right thing. We're all good. We need to see if I'm belonging there. Yeah, probably. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have it connect around here instead. If I have a big flat part, I want it to come like that, probably. Just have it. Yeah, so like that. Makes it more awkward, it should make it look better, and that's what we care about. Yeah, so I'll have I will just plot the lower ones, I'll have it automatic stations, it should just look more real. I'm not going to look real, I'm aware of that, but I'm trying to make it look real, I'm trying to make it look believable, I guess. The hell is it? Where is it? Oh, there he is. Mushroom Village map. Nah. Cool. Yeah, I like these ones. I list of this one in particular. It comes up and then drops back down, and then this one's meant to do the same. I just realised it doesn't. That's gonna say something, I guess. Oh. Again, I'm not saying this one's going to like completely disconnect to be like flat, because that wouldn't look right either. But I don't like it. I don't like it being flat. That's literally what my issue with it is. It's currently flat, and I think it looks goofy. Definitely do a bit more extreme with this. Come round into. Stuff like that back up being flat, so probably do that as well. Like that. And this is going to take ages to get the wall. Probably grab some grass as well, just to help it grow a bit quicker. Didn't like how far that was. maybe one layer ring off the actual grass should help it grow out a lot quicker. So that should be good. Oh, that is dropped down. Why is it not working how it should? I've probably not done the striations like thin enough. Please find some like real world examples of what I've actually done, because I feel there won't be any. It's also a magical thing. It could be altered by magic. I don't know. I'm trying to make it look cool. That's my number one goal with this. Make a thing that people will look at and go, hey, that's cool. And yes, this part's just going to be filled in as is. It's fine. Oh, maybe not exactly as is.